Very good morning to all of you. So let's start from where we finished yesterday. We were seeing questions on uniform motion, and I told about uh, velocity, average speed, and we had done some questions. And as I remember, towards the end, we discussed few questions, and then I said that one or two questions more we'll be seeing in next class, that is today, based on that, and then we'll moving to uniformly accelerated motion. Good morning once again. Good morning. So I'll be giving one question as a homework also. Apart from what I'll be discussing in the class, I'll give a question for homework for you all to try, so that next year think. That question requires a bit of thought, and if you are able to think properly, maybe you can answer, and next to next day I'll be expecting answers from you. And please, if you are solving, give genuine effort. If you are solving without the help of anyone, then only kindly answer. Don't ask anyone and or see from any source the answer and then reply. Don't do that. Okay. So I am fine, Rutvik, thank you. I am fine, hope the same for you. So here continuing with one or two questions more based on what we saw yesterday. You would have heard of this question, where there is a wall and here there is a car at t equals to 0. So there is a car over here, and the distance of the car from the wall is given as 100 meters. Now on the top of the car we have small bird starts flying, and the speed of the bird and the speed of the car both are given. So 40 meter per second is the speed of the bird, whereas the speed of the car is 10 meter per second. The bird is very fast. Both start flying at the same time, t equals to 0. Now the bird goes to the wall and keeps on moving to and fro till the car reaches the wall. Continues to and fro motion between the car and the wall till car reaches the wall. Find total distance traveled by the bird. So how much will be the total distance traveled by the bird if the bird continues its to and fro motion? It goes and comes back. Mind it, the moment it leaves and comes back, the car is also moving. So the distance, this was 100 meter initially. So initially the distance between the wall and the car was 100 meter. Also, we would like to know how many trips, to and fro trips, will the bird make till the car reaches the wall. Can anyone think and tell me that how many trips will the bird make till the car reaches the wall? I just want answer of that. Okay, some are giving answer of the total distance traveled, but I am not interested in that presently. I am telling that what is the total distance that what is the total number of trips that the bird will make before the car reaches the wall. I want to hear from some of you. Okay, and again telling, don't waste your time in unnecessary chats or you will be removed from the classroom. If you feel so that nothing would happen, then I'll start with naming a few students who are wasting time. Okay, some are telling 4 trips, 3 trips and so on. No beta, it is wrong. Now think what will happen. The number of trips will be infinite. The number of trips will be infinite. Why? Theoretically it will be infinite because as the car will come closer and closer, the bird will have to travel lesser distances and its speed is large. So it will take lesser time. So it will make more number of trips. So as the car comes closer, earlier bird will have to travel larger distance. But as the car comes closer and closer, what will happen? The bird will travel faster and faster and it will make infinite number of trips. No beta, it's wrong. It's not 3 or 2 trips. How many trips will be there? It will be infinite number of trips. Because as the distance between the car and the wall is decreasing, the bird has to move faster and faster because of the speed 40 meter per second. So time taken to complete a trip will be lesser. So if who can we understand without books, sir? I did not get your Jyoti, what you are telling, I did not get you. So it will be infinite number of trips. Understood? So as the car comes closer, the trips made by the birds will be faster. Lesser distance covered with more speed, that means lesser time. So time taken to complete trips will be lesser. So number of trips will keep on increasing. So it will go to infinity. So if I see total trips made by bird, this will become infinite. Now second thing, talking about the distance, very simple. Speed is constant. When speed is constant, I have said distance is equals to speed into time. Now let's see. Car has moved to wall and in that time only bird has to move. So I will say car will reach the wall in how much time? In time, suppose I take the time as t, I will say distance divided by speed of car. So distance it has to cover is 100 meter, speed of the car is given as how much? 10 meter per second. So it will be 10 seconds. Now bird has also, since it is traveling along with the car, so bird will also travel for the same time. Bird has also traveled for 10 seconds, a total distance of speed into time, which is 40 into 10, which is 400 meters. Now you can think 400 meters, but what is happening to the 400 meters? It is this total. It is keeping on going like this. So it is keeping on going like this. It will be infinite trips. So if I add all of these all will sum up to what we say as 400. So distance traveled by the bird will be 400 meter and the bird and the car have traveled totally for how many time or how much time? 10 seconds. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay. So let's move on to our next question. This is also an important question. You would have heard of this one, and those who haven't, so they can go by what we are seeing. Next question. This is a favorite question of mine. You would have, some of you would have definitely seen this. Those who haven't, you will just come to know what I am talking of. Here we are having a cubicle room. So cubicle room is there, and there is this corner A and the diagonally opposite corner this side. So let's name this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So you can see the bottom corner and the top corner we have marked over here. Now, what we have is, at this particular corner A, we have an ant and a fly. Both can move at V naught speed, which is constant, maintaining a constant speed V naught. They have to reach the point D in least times possible. Find their values. So we have to find the least possible time in which you can make the ant and fly reach the point D starting from point A. Now there is a difference between an ant and a fly. What is that difference? A fly can fly, means it can be in air, it can travel in air, but an ant, it cannot fly in air, it can only crawl. It can crawl on the ground also, it can crawl on the wall also. So here both are moving at V naught speed each. So what is the least time they can take to reach the point D? Again, we are having, these all questions are based on constant speed. They are maintaining constant speed. If the fly is flying also, then it will be also flying at a constant speed, V naught. And if the ant is crawling on the wall or the floor, it will be moving at constant speed V naught. All the three sides are given L. So it is a cubicle room. This room is a cubicle room. So can we have answer from anyone? If you have tried, yes, root 3 L by V naught. Nishant, can you tell Nishant which time you have mentioned over here? It is the time taken by ant or the fly? And others also try to answer, then we will see the solution to this. There is no acceleration. They are moving at constant speed. Okay, fly. Fly will take root 3 L by V naught, correct. And what about the ant? I'm waiting for answer. Some of them are wasting their time over here. Within few minutes, I'm going to remove all of them. I'm telling the names also. It is Jyoti, Ravi Nayak, K. Vishwak Sen. All of you are going to be removed from the classroom. It's better you don't sit in the class. Ravi Nayak, I told you yesterday also. If you are not ready to listen to the class and wasting times of others, kindly be out of the class. Root 3L by V naught. Root 3L by V naught is the correct answer in case of fly. But what about the ant? Ant, it is wrong. Let's see. First of all, we will go by the basic concept, not just randomly I will be giving answer. When I am saying time, time we know is distance traveled by the speed. Now I have to make the time minimum. This speed is V naught. This value they have given is fixed. This is fixed. So if I have to make time minimum, so I will take D should be minimum. And what is minimum D? D minimum means the shortest D is displacement. D minimum, that is displacement. So minimum D is displacement, so displacement by V naught. Now if I talk of ant, for fly, it can move in air. So what is the minimum time in case of fly? I will say the shortest distance will be from A to D in air. The shortest distance will be the body diagonal. You can see I am marking it by a dotted line. So you will understand. This body diagonal, we can say this body diagonal, all of you would have heard this, under root of L square plus L square plus L square, root 3L. So time minimum will be, the minimum displacement is body diagonal from A to D and divided by the speed, which is simply root 3L by V naught. But that won't be the case in case of ant. In case of ant, okay, Sayyid Fayam gave the correct answer. Others are wrong, and I think okay. So for fly it is easy. Now even for ant, just a conceptual thing which we have to keep in mind, then the question will become easy. If I talk of ant, for ant we know it can crawl. So if you can crawl, it can crawl on the ground also, it can crawl on the wall also with the same speed. So for ant which can crawl, I can say floor and wall are same. Can I say that for ant the floor and wall are same? So if it has to go from point A to point D, if you see it, this is the floor, and this is the wall. These both are same. The floor and wall are same. So just see how it is standing. It is standing like this. So if floor and wall are same, I can make them flat also. You just open this. Floor and wall are same, so I make it flat. So how it will now look like? It will now look like I have just made the wall from vertical to horizontal, because for ant floor and wall are same, it can crawl easily and with the same effort in both. So I have just opened, I get this. So you see the points I am marking. This is A on the floor, H this side, B and C. These are the points on the floor, and this I have opened. E will come this side, and above C you have D. So you can see this is what we were talking of. This part is the floor and this part is the wall. Now this total length, this is L, this is L. This will become how much? It will become 2L. And this one is how much? L. Now, for the ant also, it has to travel the shortest path, displacement. What is the displacement? Just the shortest path joining the initial and final position. This is. So we will say this is the least displacement for the ant. So this is the least displacement for the ant, which you can get by Pythagoras theorem. So what is d minimum for ant? D minimum will be under root of L square plus 4L square, which is root 5L. So what is the minimum time taken by ant? Root 5L by V naught. So this is what we do in case of, yes, we are unfolding the cube. And why we are unfolding it? Because the floor and the wall are the same for the ant. Is it clear? So minimum time that a flying creature will take is root 3L by V naught, and the minimum time a crawling creature will take is root 5L by V naught, provided they maintain the same effort, same speed. Is it clear? Okay. So after this, now we will be moving again. I think some students are not heeding attention to what I am saying. So Surekha Katta, this is last warning. If I see anything nonsensical, not pertaining to class being written in the chat, you will be immediately removed from the classroom. Don't waste time of others who are over here to study. So these were some questions which were based on what I said. These are based on uniform motion. Now we will be seeing uniformly accelerated motion, but before that I am giving you a question as a homework. As I told in the beginning, kindly take a screenshot and please try solving it by your own without the help of others, because then you will actually feel the happiness of, yes, I am solving questions by my own efforts. You can appreciate that, and that will be rewarded later also in whichever exam you face in your life. So instead of cheating or copying from somewhere, please attempt that. So I am showing the question, you can take a screenshot of that. So here you can see the question. So in this question you can see that a doctor arrives weekly in a village by a train. So there is a fixed time that the doctor will arrive, but they are saying that to receive him, obviously a car is sent by the village hospital, and that reaches the station at exactly same time as the train arrives. So when the train is arriving exactly at that time, the car which has been sent from the hospital, obviously it would be sent earlier, but it is also exactly arriving at the same time that the train is visiting. So now they are saying one day something different happened. The train arrived 40 minutes earlier than the scheduled time. So car, it knows that when the doctor will come by train, it is still going in its own way, but the train arrived 40 minutes earlier than scheduled, and the doctor did not wait for the car. He started walking towards the hospital. So without waiting for the car, he started walking towards the hospital, and he met the car on the way, and the car did not stop or wait for any rest or something. Immediately that car on the way picked him and returned to the hospital, but 6 minutes before the usual time. How long did the doctor walk? Assume car maintains a constant speed throughout. Pushpa Varshika, you know this question very good. This question may would be of a different data. If you have memorized the answer, then I would say best of luck. this would give you the same answer. If you know the concept, then you will be able to solve this. So if anyone has seen this question earlier, obviously the question, when you are doing any problem, if you know the concept, then you can get answer. But here you can see this question data is what you have studied or what you have solved earlier. Definitely that data would be different from this. And without asking you, I can directly set that which question you solved and what was the answer of that. Okay. So the question which you had solved, Pushpa Varshika, let me tell you, you would have got the answer or seen the answer as 55 minutes. So this is not that question. So try by concept and then solve. And let me know if I am wrong, if the answer wasn't 55 minutes for the question which you had solved. Okay. Rajini Yargarla continuously writing how the body diagonal is root 3. Beta, kindly remember, for a cuboid, it is root under L square plus B square plus H square. The body diagonal is under root L square plus B square plus H square. It comes by basic Pythagoras theorem. If you don't know, let me explain it fast so that at least now onwards you should be knowing this. When we are having a body diagonal, this is the body diagonal. Now this part we are taking as the body diagonal, and this on the floor, this I am writing. Now you can see Pythagoras theorem. If I say A, B, C, this is D. Now you can see this body diagonal AB. This height, suppose it is H, this is B, this is L. So this is H. Now this portion AC, I have to find AC. Then body diagonal length will be under root of H square plus AC square. This will be the body diagonal. Now how to get AC? If you see, the base is a rectangle ADCE. So ADCE is a rectangle, AD's length is L and CD is B. So by Pythagoras theorem, on the base, this will become, AC will become under root of L square plus B square. So substitute here. So we can say body diagonal will become under root of H square plus AC square. AC square will become L square plus B square. So if you have a cube, this was for cuboid, for cube L equals to B is equals to H. So body diagonal will become 3L square under root 3L. Understood? Same doubt, look over here. Pushpa Varshika, don't repeat my answer, I have told 55. I think that time you removed your headphone or microphone, whatever, so you could not hear me, earphone. I told it's 55 what you have told, but what question I have asked, the answer is not 55. Understood? Okay. So now this you can take a screenshot. Bhavi Katta is saying that I got the answer for the doctor question. If in between you want to reply, you can reply, and if it will be correct, I will let you know. You can tell your answer, what you got, and others, they can wait for a day, solve, and then tomorrow they can reply. Okay. So I hope this also is clear to all of you. Fine. Now let's move to the next segment where we have uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, Bhavi Katta has written doctor worked for 30 minutes. Very good. Very good, Bhavi Katta. But unfortunately, it is wrong answer. So try and next day try to give me the answer again. Okay. So now we will be moving to the next, what we call as uniformly accelerated motion along straight line. Now I am seeing some answers coming for the question that I had asked. So I will not reply right now so that others will be biased towards the answer and try to bring it. So some are correct, many are wrong. That is my answer presently. Now think who is correct, and I have told that yes, there is a correct answer also, but who is correct, who is wrong, that I won't tell. Along straight line. So uniformly accelerated motion along a straight line. So now what is the meaning of the word acceleration? Whenever we use the word acceleration, it is a vector quantity. It simply pertains to when the velocity of any particle changes with time. So rate of change, when we are considering for velocity, not for speed, rate of change of velocity with time, we call this as acceleration. And when we say that it is acceleration, if it is a vector quantity, we denote it as a vector. If acceleration is constant, this means it is called as uniformly accelerated motion. So what we will say, when something is constant, that means velocity will change linearly. If acceleration is constant, rate of change of velocity is constant. So we will say acceleration will be rate of change in velocity by time interval. Change in velocity by time interval. So acceleration will be change in velocity by time interval. And in uniformly accelerated motion, we say this is constant. So simply we say change in velocity is directly proportional to time interval. So whenever we have uniformly accelerated motion, the basic concept that you have to keep in mind, that when acceleration is constant, the change in velocity in any time interval will be directly proportional to time interval. That's it. So we can say that suppose we have t equals to 0, t equals to t. Suppose the velocity was u and it became v in this time. What is the time interval? Time interval is t minus 0, that is t. And if acceleration is constant, so acceleration being constant, so I will say acceleration is change in velocity v minus u by time interval. So we get the formula which we use in books, v minus u is equals to at, or v equals to u plus at. Those who are replying very quickly the previous question, I hope you are not giving the answer by using external sources or feeding into Google or something. If you solve genuinely by yourself, then it is correct. If not, kindly let me know the method by which you have solved. Being a teacher, teaching for around 21 or 22 years or more than that, I will say, basically from 2004 if I count. So this much I know who can solve which question how fast. If you have genuinely solved this in this much time, then let me tell you that that means that in 2028 you are going to be the topper of NEET. Be genuine to yourself. If you are getting the answer so quickly that while class is going on you found the answer also without taking any external help, so I would like to hear from you. Tell the detailed solution or send the detailed solution in tomorrow's lecture, or after the class is over you can in the comment section send your solution. I also want to see how fast you did that thing. Don't just write that sir this is this. How you got that, I will see that. So presently come back over here, v minus u is equals to at. If you cheat yourself, nobody can help you in your future goals, attaining your future goals. Mind it. Nowadays, very easy, due to AI, I will get answers for anything very fast. I just feed the question, I get the answer. And those who are so intelligent giving AI replies, when we meet in person, I'll definitely want to meet you so that I can learn something from you. V minus u is equals to at. So here, when we have change in velocity is equals to acceleration into time, change in velocity is equals to acceleration into time. So from here, we have some important set of equations. So we can say that when in any time interval t equals to 0 to t equals to t, here if the initial velocity is u, final velocity is v, this denotes the change in position which we call as displacement. This is called as the displacement. And this is the acceleration. So this is something which you all would be knowing. S is equals to ut plus half at square. Displacement is equals to S is equals to ut plus half at square. Another I said v minus u is at, so v is equals to u plus at. I am just using vector to show the direction. You can take any direction as positive. Better those who did not get answer for the question which I asked, don't worry. Try today, genuinely get your answers tomorrow. No problem for that. I told yesterday, slow learners or fast learners, it doesn't matter. But don't give answers from Google or AI generated answer. Okay. So just randomly. So v equals to u plus at. And one more formula you have heard of, v squared is equals to u squared plus 2as. When we do such questions, you take the initial direction of motion as positive. Which all terms will be in that direction you will take plus, which are in opposite direction you will take minus. Bhavikatta, 40 minus 3 is 37, I know. Right? And 34 plus 3 is also 37. V square equals to u square plus 2as. These are the three expressions or the three important equations of uniformly accelerated motion on which questions are solved. Right? These formulas you all have earlier also seen in 9th and 10th also these formulas are taught. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. So let me frame one question and I will be hearing from you. Just try to use these three equations and let me know the answer. They have given there is a particle moving from A to B, this particle moves from A to B in 2.7 seconds, A to B. Here its velocity was given 1.3 meter per second, and on reaching B, its velocity became 18.7 meter per second. Find distance traveled from A to B. If acceleration is constant, let me see, try your calculations. You know the equations written in time t, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v is equals to u plus at, v square equals to u square plus 2s. Now these are the equations generally which is taught in class 10th or 9th, and they give you question and they say some values are given. So here we have taken a question where 1.3 meter per second and initial velocity, it changed to 18.7 meter per second final velocity in total 2.7 seconds. So they are asking, find the distance traveled from A to B if acceleration is constant. I am waiting for the answers of this. Again, if you want to give AI generated answer, then I have nothing to say. It is your call. But if you solve and tell me the genuine way in which you can solve and get the answer, please let me know the answer. I am waiting. Okay, Sayyid Fayam is trying. Fine. Are by this time to I think Pushpa Varshika and Bhavi Gatta, you should have given me the answer. I did not get answer from you till now. Yes, let me know how this can be found. Tell me please, if anyone can tell me, just you can write and explain in short how we can find this value. Okay, I am getting correct answers, few correct answers, few wrong answers. Sayyid Fayam, first find acceleration. Change in velocity means v minus u. Okay, Sayyid Fayam, by using second equation v equals to u plus at. First find acceleration. Right. Anyone else? Okay. Now let's quickly see the solution of this. We will be taking this question first. What we simply do is, fine, you are telling by displacement formula. Okay. Let's see. First method, and then I will end the class giving you an important insight, a shortcut by which you can solve. Okay. So see, it is going to be interesting. First method, the general method which students are taught. They say that, okay, what we know u. This is u. We know this is v. And this is given as time. Acceleration is constant. So first I will use v is equals to u plus at. Now from here, putting v as 18.7, u as 1.3 and time as 2.7, you will get acceleration is 18.7 minus 1.3, so 347 and 17. So you get this 17.4 divided by 2.7, right? Now here what we can do is, if you remove this and 3 9s are 27, 3 5s are 15, 24, 58 by 9. So acceleration is 58 by 9 meter per second square. Now once we get the acceleration, then we can use s is equals to ut plus half at square. So you can put u again as 1.3, t you can put as 58 by 9 plus half, acceleration as 58 by 9 and t as 2.7 square. Now when you will solve this, you will get the answer. You can try and check. It will come as 27 meter. But is this a quick method? Will you say that yes sir, it is very quick and we can do the calculation very fast? Is it? Will you say that this is a quick method? And it will come exactly 27. If you solve, you will see that this is 27. It's not quick method. It will come 27. If you find v square equals to u square plus 2s, by that also better, first you have to find a. Now let me tell you the most important formula from here, which you can remember. Very, very important concept. See what is that? A shortcut for uniformly accelerated motion, if u, v, t, these are known, a not given. If a is not given and u, v and this are known, okay, I think I am very sorry for that, very sorry, extremely sorry. I have put the time in place of this. Time was 2.7, sorry, time would be 2.7. So here, when this is not given, what we can do is, we can simply use a concept which is we have studied. Did I tell average velocity? Did I tell average velocity is total displacement by total time? Do we know average velocity is total displacement by total time? Bujji Vidya, I have changed. I am very sorry for the wrong value. I have corrected it. No problem. You can check it. Average velocity s by t, can I write or not? I have told average velocity is always total displacement by total time. Average speed is total distance by total time. Average velocity is total displacement by total time. Is it correct or not? Please tell fast. Clear? Okay. Now do you know s is equals to ut plus half at square? So divide it by t. S equals to ut plus half at square. If I divide by t, I will get u, t will become 1 plus at square will become at by 2. Let's write in vector form. We can write v average s like this. Now, if you write like this, then what we do? Let's check what we are doing over here. Can I take LCM? Then will I say it will become 2u plus 80. If I take LCM, it will become 2u plus 80. Now final step, average velocity, which is displacement by time interval, can be written as 2u, I will write u plus u plus 80, u plus 80 by 2. That means, can I say it is u plus at is nothing but v? So very important formula which we can directly use as a shortcut in solving question. Displacement by time is just u plus v by 2. That's it. Displacement by time in uniformly accelerated motion, whenever acceleration is constant, remember this basic but very important thing, when displacement by time, average velocity we write, in case of uniformly accelerated motion, it is directly the average of u and v. So displacement by time is u plus v by 2. So in just one line, if you are given initial velocity, you are giving final velocity and time, acceleration is not given. You can directly go by the formula s by t is u plus v by 2. Is it clear or not? Let me know fast. So I have simply divided s by t and I have written it like this. So it becomes u plus v upon 2, correct? Now let's come to the question. Hence, in one line, s, they have asked, I can write u plus v by 2 into t. What is u? U was given 1.3, 18.7. So just you will write 1.3 plus 18.7, t is given 2.7 by 2. 18.7 plus 1.3 is 20. 20 by 2 is 10. 10 into 2.7 is 27 meters. Sir, if A is given, why we shouldn't go for that? Arey, where is given? Where is A given, Divyashri? Where did you see A? Let me know. I am also waiting for it. If A is given, we can use. But if A is not given, you can save your time, na? You can save your time by this method. So this is a quick method. Whenever we are seeing that acceleration is constant, the average of the initial and final velocity will also be the average velocity of that interval. And average velocity is displacement by time. So I can simply use displacement by time is equals to u plus v by 2. Understood? So this is a easy method or quick method rather, I would say, that suppose they sometimes complicate the data. You will see that from here it will become very lengthy. But if you solve in this particular way, it will be done very fast. So I hope what I told today, you keep in mind. Along with the 3 equations of motion for uniformly accelerated motion, we use a powerful tool, this one also. In next class, I will be telling you some more shortcuts and powerful tool for uniformly accelerated motion, which if you understand, you can solve in fraction of seconds, or not fraction of seconds rather, in a very small amount of time. Very quickly you can get the answers. Many questions you can solve orally also. So there are lot of tricks for uniformly accelerated motion which can give you answer fast. One of them is this one. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Those who could not get the answer of the homework question I gave today, no worries, take your time, try to solve. Tomorrow we will see the solution. Okay. So that will be all. So thank you and have a great day. And if you like the class, as I keep on telling, do share with your friends, ask them also to attend the class, and if possible, ask them to subscribe as well. Thank you.